We need to use tact. T-A-C-T, tact. Jesus, the master evangelist, understood this. And I've seen how believers will sometimes approach non-believers with really strange verbiage. You know, they'll say, hey, you, sinner, heathen, Philistine, come here for a second. Did you know you're going to hell? What, that offends you? Then they'll say, man, some people are just offended by the gospel. You know what? People are offended by the gospel. Many times there is an offense in it, but a lot of times people are offended because Christians are just weird. Because they're weird and they're unnecessarily offensive and they don't know how to use tact. They'll say, oh, I'm being persecuted for righteousness' sake. No, you're being persecuted because you're obnoxious, you see? Try a little tact, a little winsomeness. Try to build a bridge to the person you're speaking with. Find something you might have in common with them. Arrest their attention. Tact has been defined as the intuitive knowledge of saying the right thing at the right time. See, the idea is not to win the argument, it's to win the soul. You might go in there and engage a person, have a lot of great information to give to them, and just blow them out of the water, and they don't want to ever talk to a Christian again. That accomplishes nothing. What we want to do is instead try to win them over. Because if you can argue someone into the kingdom of God, they could be argued out as well. Try a little tact. Like Paul in Mars Hill, when he saw that the people worshiped everything imaginable, and he could have said, you're a bunch of pagan idolaters, and instead he said, men of Athens, I perceive you're very religious or spiritual. Let me talk to you about the God that you don't know. Or look at the way that Philip approached a man from Ethiopia who was reading out loud from the text of Isaiah 53, and Philip said, do you understand what you're reading? Tact. I heard about a barber who was at a church service on a Sunday and heard the pastor say he needed to go preach the gospel. And so this barber decided that Monday morning he was going to preach to the first person that sat in his chair. Now he had one of those old-fashioned kind of barber shops, and you know, the kind where they put the apron around you, and he even used a straight-edge razor to shave people like in the Old West. Some people like that. And I've never wanted to have one of those shaves. Those frighten me a little bit. So sure enough, Monday morning, someone came and sat down in his chair, and so the barber was vigorously taking his shaver and sharpening it there and getting ready to shave his customer. And he turned to the man and he said, friend, are you ready to meet God? Not understanding how that would come off. And his customer ran out, apron and all. See, that barber needed to use a little bit of tact.